Hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. And today is Monday the 19th of October 2020 and we're on episode number 36. Wow. Oh dear. When I'm actually sat here, this mustard, because it's a lot deeper actually in real life, it's coming up a bit bright, so I hope you're not getting glare. You might have to put your sunglasses on. Oh my dear word. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Keeps me snugly warm. Right then. So, where you can find me, I will put down in the description box below. I'm getting a good girl, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Right then. Okay. Right. What we got today? Well, we've got quite a bit. I've got quite a bit to talk about. I have a finish. And I obviously have some new starts and I have a lot of naughties and I'm still waiting on one coming, but you know, we'll see. It might turn up. If not, I'll just talk about it next week. Okay then, right, so what a week. As I say, it's been quite busy here up in the little workroom. I've been doing a lot of sewing, making a lot of stuff for my shop. I've done some of that. I've obviously done my finish is, wow, I'm so chuffed with it, and I'm definitely going to cast one on again for my Rebecca for her birthday because I think she would love it. So what else have we done? Glenn's been pottering around in the garden. Oh, that reminds me, we've applied, oh dear, we've applied for a little allotment. So if we haven't actually, if they haven't got any spare, they'll put us on the waiting list. But years ago, and it was years ago when Rebecca was at school, we had an allotment which weren't close to us in the town. We had to travel quite a bit out to get to it, but it was so big. And then when she actually left home to move with her dad because she wanted to go to college up, the college up near him was a better one than what it was here in the town for what she wanted to do. It was just too big for the two of us, and we were sat talking yesterday, and right at the back of us, down the road a couple of bits, there is some smaller ones. So we decided, well, why not? You know, we love growing vegetables and stuff like that. It was so exciting when we did it before, and obviously I loved growing pumpkins. You have to grow pumpkins, you know, so which is very exciting. So yeah, fingers crossed, everybody keep your fingers crossed that you know, that we will, because we only sent the email off yesterday and obviously Sunday, but yeah, hopefully we will hear back. They might have one. If not, as I say, we'll be put on the waiting list, so fingers crossed that either or we'll be getting a little allotment. So I said to Glenn, I said I'll be able to sit down there and do me knitting. He said, he said, you do know how to spoil things. I won't repeat what I said to him actually. And then I'll be able to take you guys down there too. So you better see, you know, we'll, fingers crossed, the little allotment and all our growing. And then obviously if we do get one, I'll draw a plan out, and obviously I'll have a little bit for me flowers and sunflowers and stuff like that as well. And yeah, well excited. So hopefully we'll have an allotment. Hopefully. Okay then, right. So that's really the excitement of the week, I will say. So exciting life, eh? Okay then, right, let's have a look. Oh yes, today we have knitting, we have a finished object, and obviously a new cast on. Let's have a look. Yeah, we have some crochet. I'm going to show you how I've been doing with my mandala. I have actually started my Christmas cross stitch. My threads come, so I will show you a bit of that. And the naughties, oh my word, there is some naughties. Okie dokie then, let's just hop right in, shall we? Just get to the exciting part. Right, let's start with this then. As you know, if you've been following me over the past few weeks, you'll know that I have been knitting the oh my gosh, oh, do you know what, I do this every time, don't I? I had it in my head. I actually, there it is, the Bide shawl from last year's knit vent by Helen Stewart. So it's 2019's knit vent, and so far I've knitted the blanket and I've knitted the shawl, an amazing knit, and I also want to do the socks, but I want to show you. I absolutely love this. I did the large, but look at that. Oh, I just think it is so nice. I did it in stylecraft special, chunky, because it's done in chunky. And let's say my Rebecca would love this because she just love really bulky scarves anyway. So something like this. So I'll quickly whip it on. So I did actually take some photographs and put on Instagram, so I'll probably pop them at the beginning. So let's stand up. Oh, but look at that. Oh, it is just so lovely and cozy. It really is. And I've got enough of this yarn to make her another one. It did actually say, was it 400 grams? But I say obviously she knitted hers in an indie dyed yarn. And all I needed to do was break into the 4th ball for the last tassel. So yeah, but oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. And it's one of them sizes as well where I can, you know, here in the winter time, I can, when I'm sitting down knitting, you can wrap it round your shoulders. Look at that. Oh, it's going to be, let's see if I can show you the back. There you go. Hopefully you can see it. But I am so chuffed with this pattern. The pattern itself is amazing. It really, really is. Just like any of Helen's patterns. She, you know, it's every row at a time. It's very, very well written. And I never, you don't get bored of this at all. It was just, I don't know. It was like one of them where you're saying when you cast off and you think, oh, it's finished, you know. It really was. It was, you know. But then again, as I say, I've got plans to knit another one. My daughter's birthday's in January because I've already got all her Christmas done. So yeah, she will love this in January. She really will. So I'm going to make another one for her, same colour. So because the yarn was gifted to me from my 2 lovely friends, Susan and Judith. And the pattern was gifted to me by my lovely friend Teresa. And I will say, I'm going to see if this works. So bear with me. I might be able to do this, I might not. So I will go at the weekend, I think it was. I got a lovely message, or the end of last week, I got a lovely message from my friend Teresa, and this launched. Yay! Knitvent 2020. So I think the date for the first one is next week, actually. I think it was the 20 something of yeah, it is next week, I think. Yeah, 20 something, the end of October, and then you get a pattern a week. And my lovely friend Teresa, thank you so much, gifted me Knitvent 2020. So yes, I am so excited. So excited to see what's all, you know, what's happening and what we're going to knit this time. Oh, I can't wait. But if it's anything like last year's, wow, that's all I can say. So yeah, let's hope that actually did work and you had a little picture of Knitvent 2020. If not, I'm going to look a right idiot. Oh, well, anyway, let's go on. Right, so that actually, because I cast it off that, it's going to be one of these days, isn't it? Right, I casted on a new pair of socks. So let's think. I finished me breathing space. I've finished my shawl. So yeah, all I've got in knitting on my needles is these socks. Now this was a free pattern on Ravelry. I have showed it before, the Twizzler socks by Becca Sanderson. I'm sure it was free. I should have looked, actually. I'm sure it was. And it's got like a slip stitch pattern all the way round. So while I was waiting for my threads to arrive so I could start my new cross stitch, I thought, oh well, I'll just cast on a little project. So I started them, and I tell you what, I'm really enjoying the pattern. It's only a 3-row repeat, and I'm using my Craft House Magic Last Christmas because I thought this year there'll be my Christmas. Oh, that reminds me, I bought some yarn. Oh, that's right there. Sorry. Right, okay. Right, Craft House Magic, and this is Last Christmas, and this is 85% superwash merino, 15% nip. Because I always had in my mind I'd like to knit a pair with the little flecky fit bits in, as I call them, but they're obviously nips. So there is Ellie from Craft House Magic, and I am actually pairing it up with one of hers again because it was a sock set, a blue, so I'm doing the heel and the toe in that, and I am absolutely loving this. It's a lovely little pattern, and it's really knitting up nicely. I know in the pattern itself it's got it for striped yarn, but I'm actually loving it in this one as well. So as I say, it's a lovely little knit. All it is a 3-row repeat, so it's easier, and one of them is a knit anyway. So, you know, it is a lovely little pattern. I will say, I don't know if this was free for a certain time or what. You know, I'm sorry if it ain't free now, but I know I didn't pay for it. I know it was free when I got it at the time, and I've got that in my cross stitch sheet bag that I love. I loved making this with my English paper piecing around the outside with a piece of thread, because obviously being in the workroom, it kind of goes whoom, all over the stuff. So right then, okay, what we got next? Crochet. Right, so this is the mandala pattern. This was actually a special pattern that was launched on the Yarndale weekend when that was all done online, and this is April Showers mandala, and I think that is beautiful. As I say, my lovely friend Teresa, she gifted me this pattern, and I'm enjoying this. I'm actually now on, I've done all this bit here was lovely, so much fun to do. So I'm on here now with all the popcorns. So this is it so far. As I say, I'm just using Stylecraft Special DK because that's what I've got. I'm just using what I've got. You know, what's the point in hoarding stuff? I say. So, but yeah, I am really enjoying this. The pattern is by, oh yeah, it was one of them funny names, weren't it? Lilia Bjorn. Hopefully I've got that right. Hopefully you can see that. Is that focusing? Probably not. Yeah, I know I've mentioned her before when I showed the pattern, but yet again, it is a lovely pattern. I've enjoyed making it. I am enjoying making it, and yes, so I have, as I say, the cream, and then I've got a solid piece of the pale blue. I'm thinking that might be the duck egg with me, but I don't know because I changed my colours. But I have actually written a key on one of the pages on what ones I've used. But yeah, I am actually really enjoying this. I am loving it. So a very good crochet pattern. So that's all the crochet I have on the hook at the moment. And right then, let's go down to the cross stitch. Right, so right, what I'll do is I'll show you the pattern first, and then I will go ahead and show you what I am doing, because this one I have actually treated myself, because as I said last time, I have been cross-stitching for many years. Well, I've been knitting and crocheting even longer, but cross stitch I have been crocheting longer than embroidery and stuff like that. And I have never ever used overdyed threads, and I thought, you know, after I finished my crow, I thought, right, okay, I am going to treat myself and do the reindeer and the sheep all in overdyed threads. Okay. I've, as you know, I watch a lot of YouTube floss tube channels, and a lot of them do use either a mix, or they use all of one or the other, or so on. But they do say to do a stitch at a time, which is, when you've been doing rows for so long, it's thinking in your head, oh, I've got to do a cross at a time, because then you actually get the real the way that the actual threads come out in colours, and I can see why it's done. I'll show you in a moment. So this is the other heart in hand, and this is called the Patchwork Deer, because I did the Patchwork Crow, didn't I, which I'll talk about in a moment. And the two colours that I couldn't get from Lakeside Needlecrafts and the Patchwork Rabbit, because those two I go for mainly, I will say mainly the Patchwork Rabbit, but I do go to them for, you know, for threads and stuff. And both of them were out of the grit, which is what they're using there as the snow, and the other one was Lancaster Red, which is obviously the reds. I couldn't get them from them two, so I googled it and I managed to find them, but that's a new company, and I will say I will speak about those in a moment. So I am really enjoying using these overdyed threads, and I think I am definitely being converted. I will say, because it does give a nice look. Let me see if I can put this behind here so you can see, because look at the texture. Oh, hang on. The texture you actually get in the color. It's not just a plain solid. So I've done the back here, I'm up here, and I'm going to go, now I'm on his head, and then I've got the antlers to do, and then it's the big patchwork bit in the middle, then the legs. But I have got all the threads now to do him. He can actually now be finished, and because I say I've got all the threads. So let's show you. Where are they? Here they are. I feel like a right floss tuber, even though I'm not. Right then, so these are my overdyes, and they are the Classic Colour Works and the Weeks Dye Works, but they've done a mix. And as I say, the two that were missing, I've kept all the paperwork so I can show you who I got them from. These are the two that were missing. And when you actually look closely at this one, the different colour changes, but I doubt it if it'll show on there. I'm so, yeah, it might show obviously when I'm doing my, you know, the stitching. But so they've got to go on there, and I managed to find those two from a company in the UK. They're in Cumbria, called Fobbles, Fobbles. And I will say they arrived very quickly, only a couple of days, and they were here. And yeah, I'll definitely be using them again. They are actually a needlecraft beading patchwork. So they specialize in patchwork, needlecraft, and all stuff like that. So all related, and yeah, they even do retreats when obviously things are all back to normal, I'm assuming. Oh, look into that, especially if they do a cross stitch retreat. Oh, Teresa, we think we've got something planned here, girl. Oh dear. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, do, yes. Ooh. Okay, that would be nice. I've never been on a cross stitch. Well, I've never been on a retreat, so it'd be nice just to go on one. But a cross stitch one would be lovely, wouldn't it? Okay, yeah. Anyway, so it's Fobbles, Fobbles. I will definitely recommend them. I'll definitely be using them again. And hop over to their website. They've got loads of stuff on there. As I say, the threads, the cross stitch, and patchwork fabrics and all stuff. Definitely recommend them. And then, as I say, from the... So actually, we're going into the naughties, aren't we? And there is quite a few. So I've got those two threads there. And then, oh, I did buy, as you all know, which I'm going to cast on Christmas Eve. Well, I might probably cast on before then if I get the reindeer finished, is the patchwork sheep. Oh, I love sheep. And this one is Count Your Blessings, Stitch Them One by One. So what I did, because I liked it so much, I brought all the threads for this one. But these ones I did get from, I'd already got ordered from, it was from I got some from the Patchwork Rabbit, because what I can't get from Lakeland Needlecrafts, because their threads are a little bit cheaper than the Patchwork Rabbit. I will say it's only pence, but when you're buying a load, it adds up, and you do actually get loyalty points for both of these and the Patchwork Rabbit. So what I can't get from these when it comes to the threads, I don't know if I've got a, yeah, oh no, let's have a look, let's see if I can do that. I get from the Patchwork Rabbit, and their delivery is amazing. Their postage charges are unbelievable. I will say they are so reasonable. So I have got all the threads. Look at these. So I've got to put these on a posh ring, which I will get in a minute actually after I finish recording. And these are the threads for the patchwork sheep. I'm so excited. And obviously, I know they say that a pattern can't travel alone, but I only got a couple of threads to build, you know, the ones that the other Lakeside didn't have. So I brought this pattern. And I was so impressed actually when I got it, when it actually arrived. I've been eyeing this one up for a while. And this is Little Houseworks. I've never tried one of their patterns before. And this is Bo Peep and her sheep. Look at her. Oh, it's got a glare. Hold on. Sorry. Look at her. Are you going to focus today or not? Are you going to... Ah, there you go. It's a bit better. There you go. But also when I actually got it, because the pattern was £5.50, and I thought, oh, that was good for a pattern, you know, from an American company, but it came with a thread. I was so chuffed. So obviously I'm going to have to start collecting the ones now for this one. Oh dear me. So yeah, because I'm so hooked now on the overdyes. I just think it gives it such a lovely look. And yeah, really excited about doing that one. But once I get my other ones out of the way. Also of the patchwork rabbit. Because as you all know, I love the, oh, I always get this wrong, primitive cross stitch and needle punch. One of them words in what order, I can't remember. The magazine. Oh, I will say quickly, in America, they've just launched the front cover of the Christmas Big Bust thingy edition. So Vivian, it won't be long till it's over here. So as soon as I find out from the patchwork rabbit, I will let you know. Because it looks amazing on the front cover. So yeah, so that will be launched in America, I think, at the beginning of November, and then we'll have a date for when it comes out over here. So I'll definitely be getting that one. So anyway, and the patchwork rabbit have also started, just started, that's new in stock, getting the weaver's cloth for the needle punch. Now, many years ago, I did do needle punch, and I did a little one, a very tiny little one, but it was nothing major, you know, nothing exciting. I didn't even use the right stuff, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I thought, right, now I'm getting this magazine on a regular basis, and there's always such lovely stuff in there. And I thought, I'm going to give this a go. Oh, let's just add another thing to my list. Why not, you know? Oh my gosh. So anyway, so on eBay, I looked, and they've got this, should be coming today or tomorrow, I think. It's a plastic case with 2 punch needles, different size actual needles. One of them is where you can adjust. It's even got a pair of snips in it. It's got the threaders and everything. So I've ordered one of those, and I'm waiting for that to come. I'm going to be using my DMCs and some anchors that I've got, because to be honest, I think with something like needle punch, I don't think you really have to follow the color chart. I think you can do more of a what you've got kind of thing. And well, that's what I'm hoping anyway. So I got this piece, which is a big piece of the weaver's cloth in the natural. I got it because I do love natural stuff, and it's, as you can see, really long, and it only cost me £3.50. And I thought that was really good. I really do. It's really weird. It looks like a calico, but it isn't. It's not. It's definitely not a calico. It's got a completely different weave and feel to it. And you can see actually with the fibres. I don't know if it isn't. I don't know if it is a natural. It must be a natural, surely. Weavers. I don't know. Anyway, so I got that massive big bit for £3.50. So yeah, they actually are starting to do the cloth, and they have emailed me saying that they also do, they are getting in the punch needles. But as I said, because this is just, I'm just playing around at the moment, you know, so I've just gone and brought a kit on of the needles on eBay, and if I find I like it, then perhaps I will, you know, invest into a better needle, punch needle, as the time comes. Okay. As you all know, I have been waiting on my pumpkin hook and set that I ordered in September, but they are made to order. This lady is amazing. It's Pedro's, as I have mentioned her with my other hooks, and oh my word, she has not disappointed me at all. I was just wow. Look at my little hook. Look at those little flowers and look at that pumpkin. Isn't that amazing? I'll use it with my mandala, even though it's got that on the handle. You've got your two little flat bits here where your fingers go, and I tell you what, they do not distract at all. It is just beautiful. And obviously I couldn't, you know, I had to get the set, so I got the needle minder, and look at the back, brilliant magnet, and it's a little button bit on the back, and the little flowers. And then I thought, oh, why not? And I got these little stitch markers, progress keepers, and these are autumn flowers. Let me see if I can get them. Oh, come on, turn around. So you get two of each. Let me see, because I can't really right, there's one, and then the other one is a cream, and you get 4. Oh my word, I am so chuffed. so chuffed with them. I really am. I just can't believe it. So I got the whole set, all autumn pumpkin. Oh dear me. I say, as soon as they arrived, and I thought, oh my gosh, what do I do now? I want to do me cross stitch because of my new threads. I want to do me crochet because of my new hook. And I was cut me in half and grow me another pair of arms. Oh dear, but she's amazing. Honestly, she really is amazing. Very clever lady, and oh my gosh. So yeah, it's Pedro's plucks and pretty things. She's over on Etsy, so go over to her. And her postage, yet again, it's very reasonable. I must admit, postage does me quite a bit really with some things, doesn't it? And hers is very reasonable. Okay then, right, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, Glenn found a second-hand copy of the Harry Potter knitting book. Now, as you all know, I'm obviously way behind on everybody else here, but you know, I don't mind getting second-hand books at all. If anything, I prefer it. And anyway, so he ordered it, and it was taking ages and ages to come, and he was getting a bit, you know, thingy, because it got on there a delivery date, and I went, oh, with everything going on, you know, it'll be things are late these days. And you probably either got a copy or seen it. So I've got my Harry Potter knitting magic, and I'm really hoping to do the Weasley jumper and for myself, and I'm assuming that Rebecca sometime next year will want one, but she's already said that she likes the owl Hedwig, and there's a couple of lovely shawls in there, really lovely shawls. So yes, I'm really pleased with my Harry Potter book, so well chuffed with that. Also, just a couple of quick things that I went out and brought this morning, because this morning I am actually Christmas done. Now all I've got to do is ever since the year my Rebecca was born, I have, on her first Christmas, I've brought her a pair of pajamas. And every year since then, that girl has had a pair of pajamas, and that's the only thing I have to get is her pair of pajamas for her. And then Christmas is done. I got my turkey this morning, so I've got all my sweets, I've got everything. So all we need obviously is the fresh fruit and veg, but turkey's in freezer, all done. So yes, I like being organised, because then I can actually enjoy December. So while I was out this morning getting my turkey, and another thing is, as you noticed, I haven't actually got my patchwork crow fully finished, because I came up here to do it on Saturday. No, I didn't. I tell a lie. Friday afternoon, and I didn't have enough mount board. I couldn't believe it. I got everything else, but not the mount board. Because I even went and got some there, some more autumn leaves to go with the sticky uppy bits that I've got in that bag there. And I couldn't believe I had everything ready, all done. I've taken my scarecrow off of me pole. I had it all ready, got my mount board out, and there was a piece like that. Because then I remembered, damn, I did the I used it all on the celebrations of the year, didn't I? Oh, I can't believe it. So anyway, I went down Saturday morning, and they're not open, and there's nowhere else in the town that actually sells it. And I do like to support the little independent it's not an arts and craft, it's a stationery shop, an old-fashioned stationery shop. So yeah, I could have driven out of town, but I know. And I thought, what's 24 hours going to do, you know? So I got up this morning, went out and got my turkey, and then popped down to the stationery shop, and I got my mount board, and I was walking around the shop, because that's one of those old shops, and they had this lovely little notebook. Look at that, it's the pages. And what I like about it is half of it is lined, and the other half, so that's the back half is plain, and the front half is lined. So, and I wanted a little book to write down my threads, because I'm now going to start collecting the Weeks Dye Works and the classic Colourworks threads. I'm going to write down what ones I've got, so then when I do an order or something with either of the companies that or 3 of the companies now that I use, I'll just pop a thread in that I haven't got, you know, just to start collecting my stash really. And yeah, so I thought that was really lovely little book, that, especially with the pages, and it's saying you've got 2 colours. I did have some different designs, but I really like that. So yeah, and it wasn't expensive at all. So, and then I had to go out because I want to try and make, with this week's waste of my sourdough, I want to try and make a pizza. So I've got, actually that reminds me, I've got to get him out the fridge to warm up for the next couple of days. And I went and got me mozzarella, and I got this and that and the other. Do you think I could find tomato puree? I could not find tomato puree. So I had to go to a different supermarket for some tomato puree. And I happened to go up the reading book section, as you do, accidentally, of course. And they had this in stock, The Foundling by Stacey Halls. Now, I read, she's the author of The Familiars. Now, if you haven't read The Familiars, please try and get a copy. As I say, I don't normally buy new. I do like to go secondhand if I possibly can from charity shops. But I have been looking for this, and it came out earlier this year, I think. It hasn't actually been out that long. And as I say, it looks good, and if it's anything like The Familiars, then I'm really looking forward to reading this. But yeah, so it's The Foundlings by Stacey Halls, and yes, I'm really looking forward to starting this. I really am. So fingers crossed. It's going to be, obviously it's a different story than The Familiars, I'm thinking, but it's set in London in 1758, so it's like the kind of thing I like to read. And yes, I'm really looking forward to reading this. And also Glenn accidentally slipped, which I'm really looking forward to for Christmas, because I always like a book for Christmas. And my birthday, for my birthday he got me the oh, what's it called, we've all got it, the history of knitting, where that, oh, anyway, yeah. And yeah, so it's one of them books where you pick it up and read it and put it down, you can read something else in between. Brilliant book. I'm trying to think what he got me for Christmas last year. Oh, that's right, he got me a quilting story, the Sandra Dallas one, and he also got me the Stash of Its Own. They're up there. And this year he's got me the new the winter Agatha Christie short stories. I started reading Agatha Christie when I was at primary school. I love her stories. She was way before her time, but gosh, she is brilliant. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to Christmas. So I've got one on the go at the moment, a book in there at the moment, and I want to hopefully get the Foundling done, sorry, read, and then on Christmas Day I can start my new Agatha Christie short stories. But I am really looking forward to getting that. So I think I think that's everything. I reckon you're saying thank goodness for that, Davina. Oh dear. So yeah, I think that is, yeah, the book, yeah, all done. So all right then, so I will see you all next Monday. I would just like to say a little message at the end here for my friend Stacey, who's over in California. I'm thinking of you and sending you lots of love and hugs, and yeah, she'll know exactly what I mean. So okay, I'm thinking, yep, I haven't forgotten anything. Cool. Okay then, right then, so I'll see you all next week. I hope you all have a lovely week of crafting. So take care, stay safe, happy crafting. Bye.